The following data represent the muzzle velocity in feet per second of rounds fired from a 155 millimeter gun. For each round, 2 measurements of the velocity were recorded using 2 different measuring devices, resulting in the following data. Complete parts A through D below. Okay, so like observation 1 for measurement device A was 792.9, and for measurement B was 793.4, and so on. So why are these matched pair data? So these are taken on the same round, right? So each observation is on the same round, and that is B. They're matched in some way. Okay, is there a difference in the measurement muzzle velocity between devices A and device B at the 0.01 level of significance? And it says that note a normal probability plot and box plot indicate that differences are approximately normally distributed with no outliers. Okay, and here is our difference, A minus B. Okay, so the mu D is that they're equal. So the difference is 0. Mu D, it just says a difference. It doesn't really know which direction, so we're going to say not equal to 0. Now let's go ahead and run our test. We're not given summary data, so we're going to go ahead and open StatCrunch. Okay, data opens up. I'm going to go to Stat, T-Stat, and since I have raw data, I can go to Paired. Notice it's doing mu1 minus mu2, and so I'm going to select A, because we have A minus B. Minus B. Make sure these match up. Don't go through too quickly. They do match up because we happen to have the default was the right answer, but it won't always be. And press compute. Okay, so here's our T-stat. -3, I'll run into 2 places, -0.31. And what was the p-value? P-value here is 0.772. Okay, notice I went back and added a p-value plot in there. I mean, that's not very unlikely, right? I mean, the difference here is not that great. So our mean difference is 0.48. With numbers this large, that's not that big of a deal, right? So what is your conclusion regarding HO? So we're going to fail to reject HO, or do not reject HO. There's not enough evidence. So if you don't reject, there's not enough evidence at really any level of significance meaningful to conclude there's a difference. Even though there is a difference, it's not significant difference. If I took another sample of 6 observations from both A and B, it's not very unlikely that I would get a difference this great. So now let's construct a 99% confidence interval. We usually don't do this. We're doing this for instructional purposes. Now, if there were a difference, you definitely want to know, well, how much a difference is there? In which direction? But here it's just sort of instructive. So I don't have to redo anything except go back to Options and Edit. And now let's choose confidence interval. And it says 99, so let me change that to 99. Press compute. Okay, so our lower bound, we're going from 2 best decimal places, -6.87 to 5. That'll be 90. So what does this mean? We're 99% confidence that the mean difference is in this interval. Yep, B. So let's draw a box plot for the differences. So StatCrunch can do this for us automatically. If I go back to Options and Edit, scroll down here, and notice I've got a box plot with mean markers. Let's go ahead and do that. So it gives me the same thing I got before, but now when I click Next, there's my box plot with the mean markers. And so, you know, the median pretty much right at 0, right? When 0 is contained in my confidence interval, in those differences. So if I'm trying to match this up, looks like on my end, it's going to be B. Does this visual evidence support the results? Well, yeah. 0 is included in the box plot. All right, well, I hope that helps.